News in detail. The federal government of Nigeria on Wednesday said it approved the request to shut down telecommunications activities in Zamfara State following request by security agencies. Minister of Communication and Digital Economy, Issa Pantami, made the disclosure while addressing newsmen after the Federal Executive Council, that is the FEC meeting, presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, the nation's capital. Pantami said, contrary to insinuations in some quarters, the directive did not originate from his ministry, which supervises the sector. He said the decision was taken at the request of security agencies who had argued that it would curtail the operation of bandits in the area. Citing security implications, he declined to say whether the shutdown would be extended to Katsina, Kaduna, and other adjoining states where banditry has been rife. Away from that, let's get to Ondo State, where the Ondo State's governor and chairman of Southwest Governors Forum, Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, has warned the Miyetti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria, that is the MACBAN, against flouting the state's anti-open grazing law. Akeredolu insisted that his administration would not hesitate to decisively deal with any offender who flouts the anti-open grazing bill, which he recently signed into law. He said that the law would be enforced vigorously. Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Special Duties and Strategy, Doyin Odebowale, in a statement made available to journalists in Akure on Thursday, reiterated that no bandits will operate in Ondo State under any dubious guise. Odebowale stressed that Ondo State government would not yield to the caprices of the group and would deploy all government machineries at its disposal to protect her citizenry from any external forces that tend to destroy their land. Still in the news, health and medical workers have shelved their planned industrial action on the backdrop of a 15-day ultimatum to the federal government of Nigeria by the Joint Health Sector Unions, that is JOHESU. They are to sign another Memorandum of Understanding, that is MOU, with government next week on modalities for implementing their agreement. Speaking after the conciliation meeting in Abuja, Minister of Labor and Employment Chris Ngige said all parties struck an understanding, including enhancement of the hazard allowance, reviewing of retirement age from 60 to 65 years, arrears of national minimum wage, consequential adjustments, and upward review of consolidated health salary structure, that is the CONHESS, which was done to the consolidated medical salary structure, that is the CONMESS. The minister said they had no problems with the old issues, as the meeting agreed that the new one should be channeled to the employer, Federal Ministry of Health, for deliberation. And now for some COVID-19 updates. Nigeria has recorded 559 new cases of COVID-19 in 15 states, bringing the total to 197,047 in 36 states of the country, plus the FCT. According to the latest information released by the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, that is the NCDC, Lagos reported 232 cases, Rivers 83, Enugu 66, FCT 50, Oyo 28, Kaduna 25, Delta 22, Akwa Ibom registered 19 cases, Kwara 18, Ekiti 13, Bayelsa and Cross River recorded 9 cases each, Ogun 6, Kano 3, and Gombe reported 2 cases. A total of 185,379 persons have been discharged, and the number of deaths is 2,578. So, the number of active cases amounts to 9,089. When the news returns, news from other parts of Africa. Do stay with us.
Do you really like me? Cause go BJ. Hi guys, my name is Gochi. I'm an Igbo artist. I sing, I rap, and I have good news for you. Big news. So, the Boss 95.5 FM Abuja, they have something for you guys. The Niger Boss Factor. So if you think you're talented, like if you know you can sing, you can do something extraordinary, this is your show. This is your time. Come and wow us with that boss factor. Remember to follow the instructions on the screen and do everything that you see on the screen. And remember also that there are amazing prizes to be won. Like there is a car worth 7 million naira to be won. Auditions end September 19th, 2021. So start registering now. Auditions are held, like you can audition in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Owerri, Benin, either of these states available for you. And remember to always infuse a bit of your culture in whatever you're doing.
Don't be shy, don't be shy. Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. You're still watching Africa Today News on Hills TV. Burkinabe Foreign Minister Alpha Barry said on Wednesday after a virtual crisis summit that the West Africa bloc, ECOWAS, has decided to suspend Guinea following a recent coup in the country. Barry told reporters in Burkina Faso's capital Ouagadougou that the Economic Community of West African States, that is ECOWAS, would send a mediation mission to Guinea on Thursday. The move comes after Guinean special forces led by Lieutenant Colonel Mamadi Doumbouya seized power on Sunday and arrested President Alpha Condé, sparking international condemnation. Away from that to Cameroon. A court in Cameroon has sentenced 4 people to death for their roles in a shooting attack on a school last year that killed 7 children and wounded 12 others. According to a judgment which was issued, a military court in Bua, the capital of Cameroon's southwest region, found the men guilty of terrorism, assassination, and attempted secession. The men were sentenced to execution by firing squad in the town square, but the report says their sentences are likely to be converted to life imprisonment. And now to DR Congo, where meningitis has rigged and rocked the northeastern region of Democratic Republic of Congo. So far, more than 120 people have died from the disease. The first cases in the DR Congo were reported in July. More than 100 people are receiving treatment at home and in health facilities. The outbreak has been difficult to contain because of the community's beliefs, and it is linked to witchcraft. The World Health Organization, that is the WHO, has told news reporters. Samples shipped to France from screening found out that the bacterium responsible for this outbreak and the potential to cause large epidemics. Many have died, and the community's unresponsive nature is partly to blame for the high mortality rates being reported. We now move to other parts of Africa after this break. Don't go away. Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. The European Union has announced it is ready to do more to support the organization of elections scheduled in Libya in late December, in particular by supporting the reform of the security sector. Head of European diplomacy, Josep Borrell, assured on Wednesday in Tripoli that the EU has already provided technical support to the High National Electoral Commission in Libya. Borrell said at a press conference with his Libyan counterpart, Najla Al-Mangosh, that Brussels is willing to help the Libyan government reform the security sector, a sector that has disintegrated since the fall of Muammar Gaddafi's regime in 2011, giving way to a myriad of militias and armed groups with shifting allegiances. And now away from that story, let's have you know that in the Central African Republic, a group in Bangui has been on the international stage, seeking to fight misconception in the country. The group of actors have also toured the major international stages, and after their participation in the World Theatre a few days ago in Monaco, revealed their sources of inspiration. Nasir Eliakim, manager of the group, said their source of inspiration is based on facts, reality, everything to advocate the different ills of Africa and seek solutions to them. The lender is said Kenya had demonstrated a strong commitment to fiscal reforms, adding that it was supporting the country's plan to reduce debt vulnerabilities while safeguarding resources to protect vulnerable groups. Still in the news, and this time talking business, the battle for value-added tax, that is the VAT, between the Federal Inland Revenue Service, that is the FIRS, and states got fiercer on Thursday, as Rivers State, spearheading the new wave of fiscal federalism with its August 10 court judgment, commenced full implementation of the state's VAT law, while the Federal Tax Agency, in a desperate bid to retain the collection of VAT, has written the National Assembly seeking the inclusion of VAT collection in the exclusive legislative list. In a letter signed by the executive chairman of the FIRS, Mohammed Nami, which was addressed to the chairman of the Constitution Review, who is also the deputy speaker of the House of Representatives, Idris Wase, FIRS requested the federal lawmakers to approve for it the establishment of a Federal Revenue Court of Nigeria. FIRS Group Lead Special Tax Operations Group Matthew Bonjubola and his digital and innovation counterpart Chiaka Ben-Obi, given insight into the position of the organization in Abuja yesterday, said the VAT came into being by virtue of the VAT Decree of 1993, which was a federal law. Still to come is sports with Ainan Lubem. Do stay with us.
in Rwanda. It was a must-win game for Usman Abdullah's side, who on Tuesday lost 3-0 and on points 25-15, 25-21 and 25-18 to 10-time champions Tunisia. The victory now puts them in a good position ahead of their last pool game. According to Usman, after losing to Tunisia, he drew the attention of the boys to their bad blocks and lack of defending after an attack, and he expressed his delight that the boys adhered to every instruction from the coaching crew. The Egyptian Football Association, that is EFA, has announced that former Real Madrid Carlos Queiroz will replace Hossam El Badri as coach of the Pharaohs. The EFA, who did not give any detail about Queiroz's contract, added that the new coach will be arriving in Egypt at the end of the next week. Queiroz takes over a team that currently trails Libya in qualifying for the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. El Badri, who was sacked after Egypt, whose 2018 World Cup appearance was their first in nearly 3 decades, needed a late goal to draw with Gabon in qualifying the day before. The Portuguese coach, who is from Mozambique, also worked with Alex Ferguson as his assistant at Manchester United, either side of his time at Real Madrid. Bafana head coach Hugo Broos has left the country just days after his side's important 1-0 victory over Ghana at FNB Stadium. The 69-year-old had to return to his native country of Belgium with immediate effect due to complications around the necessary documentation needed to coach the national side for the next 5 years. Broos had only a temporary authorization which has expired, and this means he has to redo the process from scratch in his country of birth. The South African Football Association says it will hand out free tickets to vaccinated football fans attending next month's World Cup qualifier between the national team Bafana and Ethiopia. It said fans who had been jabbed would be prioritized at matches and other entertainment events. The South African government has been ramping up efforts to boost the vaccination rollout. Only 10 million people have been inoculated against COVID-19 so far. The government says this needs to reach 40 million for population immunity. And that's your sport news on Africa Today. Back to Uduak for the rest of the news.
Artist, I sing, I rap, and I have good news for you. Big news. So, the Boss 95.5 FM Abuja, they have something for you guys. The Niger Boss Factor. So, if you think you're talented, like if you know you can sing, you can do something extraordinary, this is your show. This is your time. Come and wow us with that Boss Factor. Remember to follow the instructions on the screen and do everything that you see on the screen. And remember also that there are amazing prizes to be won. Like there is a car worth 7 million naira to be won. Auditions end September 19th, 2021. So start registering now. Auditions are held, like you can audition in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Owerri, Benin, either of these states available for you. And remember to always infuse a bit of your culture in whatever you're doing. Don't be shy.
Hi, my name is D-Flex and I am a contortionist. My talent brought me to the world stage through America's Got Talent, and I have an amazing opportunity for you. Boss FM 95.5 Abuja, the sole sponsor of Boss FM 95.5 Valentine's Special Abuja. A Valentine's show that shuts down the whole of Abuja and still has everyone talking about it, is here with another blockbuster, Niger Boss Factor. If you have a unique talent like mine, or you can sing, dance, act, or fashion, whatever your talent is and you want the world to see, follow the instructions below to register. On the America's Got Talent stage, I brought the Ninja Factor with my look. So whatever you're bringing on the Ninja Boss Factor show, make sure it has a Ninja feel to it. Auditions will be held in Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abuja, Benin.
Welcome back from that sports tour with Ainan Lubem taking you on the world of sports. And now let's head on to Nairobi, Kenya, where police have apprehended 2 suspects believed to have administered a fake Johnson & Johnson COVID-19 jab. Roysambu constituency of Nairobi, Kenya. 2 suspects, Wallace Mugendi and Kenneth Makundi, were arrested, and according to the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, that is the DCI, members of the public raised alarm over a 3,000 shillings fee imposed by the 2 for the injection. Kenya's Ministry of Health, that is the MOH, guidelines require all approved health facilities to administer the COVID-19 vaccine free of charge in all parts of the country. But the illegal vaccination is set to have occurred between July and August 2021, with the operations having been stopped on September 7. They are set to appear in court September 14, 2021, to respond to the charges leveled against them. And with that, we come to a close for Africa Today. But before we go, another look at our major stories. We brought to you on the headlines as security agencies requested shutdown of telecom services in Zamfara. We also brought to the fore ECOWAS suspends Guinea, announces mediation mission. Early on the headlines, EU pledges more supports to Libya elections. Nigeria beats South Sudan in Nation Cup tourney. Remember to visit us on Facebook at Hills TV, Instagram at Hills TV. Our YouTube channel is at the Hills TV. I am Udwak Daniel. Thank you for watching.